All right, in a tweet today, the president-elect made it seem like naming appointees is a lot like being a contestant on The Apprentice, saying, quote, very organized process taking place as I decide on cabinet and many other positions. I'm the only one who knows who the finalists are. So, can Donald Trump make good on his campaign promise to drain the swamp, or is this all a charade? Well, let's ask Libertarian firebrand Dr. Ron Paul. He joins me now. Welcome back, Dr. Paul.
Thank you, Kennedy. Good to be with you.
So you said with Stuart Varney, one of the hosts here on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper, you told him that you are hopeful about some aspects of a Trump presidency. What brings hope to your heart?
Well, I guess my nature, because I'm always hopeful that some good will come of it, but quite frankly, it's small in numbers. But I do think that this is not the time to come down really, really hard on Trump. No matter what he does, even if he was on the verge of appointing some people I could get excited about, which he isn't, I don't think that's dealing with the issue, because I think a few more different people in Washington is not going to make a difference. I think our economic problems are overwhelming. I think even if he'd like to bring the troops home, I don't think that's in his agenda. So I think the problems are overwhelming. There's tremendous momentum there. And so far, I think this swamp, even since I was on the show earlier this week, this swamp looks like it's not going to be drained all that well.
All right, but you also say that perhaps it's not necessary. You know, let's put aside foreign policy for a little bit, and let's focus on some of the domestic issues. People obviously want change. They are hurting. They want jobs. They want the economy to get going. How could an incoming president who's hell-bent on change actually create the change that he's promised?
Well, it's going to be difficult. He can suggest, and hopefully he gets things passed. But most of the time, what the presidents get blamed for wasn't directly their fault. Take, for instance, the deep recession wasn't caused by Obama. It was created many years before that with monetary policy and spending of Republicans and Democrats. Now, the policies that Obama followed prolonged the agony, and that is what the problem is. Now, I think the market is going to turn down, and the economy will turn down. There's going to be no magic switch, because they haven't really dealt with the issue of spending and debt. There's no sign that the issue of debt is going to be considered, and that is spending. Spending is going to go up. Inflation is on its way back. So I think things are going to get much worse, and you won't see the changes that you would hope. But the conditions that exist today, if it turns down next month or 2 or 3 in the first few months of Trump, you shouldn't be able to blame Trump for it. It doesn't happen that fast. Matter of fact, if you're doing the right things and you want to clean up the mess, there might be a temporary reprieve from some of this artificial propping up of the economy.
That's right, and that is at the hands of the Federal Reserve. This is something that you and I agree on, Dr. Paul, that we need to end the Fed. Is there anything that a President Trump could do to actually make that wish come true?
Well, I think he should consider seriously appointing Jim Grant to head the Federal Reserve, and I've heard others suggest that. He is a free market person, understands Austrian economics. He understands the nature of the Federal Reserve System, and he would work either to take away their power to create money out of thin air, but I believe he would think about how to get rid of it as well. So an individual like that, but the odds of him being appointed, very, very slim.
All right, Dr. Paul, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you starting the show.